Hey everybody, welcome to Picks and Parlays. I am Detroit Lenny. I am here with your fantasy football show. We're going to talk a little bit about everything here. As far as fantasy football, week 11, you know what I mean? That's where it's at. 1 second. I am going to do that out of here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to... Trying to fix this right quick because I don't know why, but my microphone keeps resorting back to whatever. But anyways, that's me, Detroit Lenny. I am here with your fantasy football show. We're going to talk some stardom, some sit-em, some sleeper action, who you should go after, any comments about your team, any questions you might have about where to go with this. Hit me up in the chat. Give me a question. I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. It was a late night last night, so I'm still in the club. That's the joke I'm going with. I don't know. If you liked the show, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, ring the bell for notifications. Real quick, if you are not already a member, you should be a member of Facebook Morningwood, the Morningwood show. The Facebook group page on Morningwood is what it's called. It's facebook.com, scrolling at the bottom, facebook.com/groups/Morningwood Picks. Join the group page. Tons of free content, tons of free contests to enter. You can win t-shirts, you can win cash, you can win all kinds of stuff. So you guys should definitely be entering. We're definitely not going to talk about any college football that's going on right now because the Michigan State Spartans are straight up being embarrassed on national TV. So good job, Mel Tucker. Good job against the Ohio State. Oh my God, I don't even want to get into it. All right, so we're going to get into quarterbacks. These are some quarterbacks that I think, that we should go over as far as sleeper status, okay? Some guys that maybe could get you some points when you don't think they should. Or some people that, you guys, there are bye weeks going on right now. We're in the thick of bye weeks. How many teams are on a bye week right now? 2 teams. Only 2 teams, shockingly. 2 teams. Broncos and the Rams are on it. I thought there was 4. Broncos and the Rams are on a bye, so... all you guys that have all those Rams in the offense that you starting, you're looking for some sleepers, some bench players, come off. This is the show for you. So, quarterbacks, let's go over this. Justin Fields, start right quick with them. Bears quarterback, he is playing Sunday morning. It's an early game against the Ravens. Now, the Bears aren't a very good team, but Justin Fields is starting to catch his own rhythm here. Okay, starting to get in a little groove, if you will. He's starting to make less bad decisions. I don't know if that's what we even want to call it. But a Ravens defense that, look here, I had the stats up. They give up, on average, 24 points a game. They give up in the air 276 and on the ground 154. I think Justin Fields gets himself 40, 50 yards rushing the ball maybe against not a great Ravens defense. And he's going to get his throwing the ball around, which is going to lead me actually to one of my other sleeper wide receivers here, which we'll go over later, Darnell Mooney, who seems to be one of his favorite targets. So if you're used to starting some Rams and they're on a bye this week, it might be a nice little double up target. Double up some points there. Fields to Mooney. They seem to have a pretty good chemistry going, so I'm going to rock them out. I also like Cam Newton. Here's the thing. I don't like Cam Newton, so I'm going to retract that statement right away. Not necessarily a fan of his. I'm not a fan of Cam's. Let's just say that. Cam Newton is not my favorite NFL player at all. He might be on the bottom of the list, to be honest with you. I just think he's arrogant and overrated. Kind of like me. But that being said, I don't know what we're going to get out of Cam. We might have saw Cam's finale and his, on his way out of his career last week. But Washington is not a great team either. If Ron, Riverboat Ron, I don't know if he's got some cards up his sleeve for Cam. This isn't my favorite sleeper, okay? But if I got to give you 3, Cam is in there. He could put up some points, and Carolina having Christian McCaffrey back, or White Chocolate himself, he might be able to throw up some points. He might, that might help Cam out having a nice running game. Plus, he loves to catch the ball out of the backfield. McCaffrey, he's a must start in every league you got. So that being the case, Cam could probably be serviceable. Flip side of that, though, Jimmy G playing a beat up Jaguars team. Jimmy G might get you some garbage points here. I hate to say it, but Jaguars give up almost 26 points a game. 224 through the air and 120 on the ground. I think that he can get some for him. I'm not a fan of the sleeper class, or to be honest with you, for this week as far as quarterbacks go. But wide receivers, here's where we're going to get in some money. And really, quarterbacks are a dime a dozen. Fantasy football, they're almost as bad as kickers in my personal opinion. You don't have one that's just running away with everything. Wide receivers, Darnell Mooney is steadily becoming a not sleeper pick. He's become Justin Fields' favorite target. The man can put up some numbers. I'm gonna pull him up real quick here, and give you an idea. Darnell, here you are. Right. Darnell, where you at? There you go. Put up 19 points last week against Pittsburgh. Put up 9 the week before against San Fran. Put up 5 against Tampa. 13. Now this is my league. No, so I'm just going off my stats in my league. So, every league scores differently. So, but this is just off a basic Yahoo league kind of thing. Scored 5 against Tampa, but Green Bay 13. 5 against Las Vegas, 16 against Detroit. Yeah, take those out. But this is a pretty good matchup, them coming off a bye against Baltimore. So I like the Bears here in this situation, and I think Darnell Mooney could be a really good play for people in fantasy. Also, Marcus Johnson from the Titans. Here's the thing I want to say about Marcus Johnson. Where's he at right here? In his first game with Julio Jones on the injured reserve, this could be a very big week for Mr. Johnson. He's either going to put up or he's not. Okay, he's not going to really fight for catches or targets, I should say, with Julio being out. In 3 games this season, with at least 5 targets for Johnson, he's put up 100 yards on 6 targets. Okay, 5 catches for 100 yards, 6 targets against New Orleans in Week 10. So I think this is a good spot for him. Let's put it that way. Also, another sleeper, Brandon Cooks. Brandon. He's here. I can't believe I'm putting the Texans on a fantasy football team. They don't have a whole lot else. He obviously dominates the targets, and he's a good receiver. So he's just on a bad team. So if you're getting a PPR league where you get paid or you get points off those receptions, he's a good guy for you to have. Michael Gallup is really not a sleeper. If you ain't on Michael Gallup by now, if you need a bench player, I mean, don't get me wrong, CeeDee Lamb is the man there. Okay, CeeDee Lamb is the number 1 go-to in the air for Dax. But solid number 2 is Michael Gallup, and he could get you some points. And against a terrible Kansas City defense, take out what happened with the Raiders last week. Kansas City beat up on a beat-up Raiders team. They were punching down on them. Okay, so Michael Gallup, this Dallas offense, this Dallas defense might hold Kansas City in check, and look for Michael Gallup to get some points here. I'm also going to head over to running backs. Let's talk running backs. These guys. Not a very big sleeper kind of week for running backs, to be honest with you. Mark Ingram might be your best bet with Alvin Kamara out. He's obviously going to get his touches. Jeff Wilson from the 49ers, they don't have any other real option there. So Elijah Mitchell's listed as doubtful. Wilson should get a big workload against Jacksonville. And we know Jacksonville is not great on D. They're just not. I don't care. Some people make an argument that they're okay, but they're not great. So whatever. Jeff Wilson, he should get his. Deontay Foreman too. I did not put him on here. Deontay Foreman from Tennessee. He's going to share carries with Adrian Peterson, who's 36 now, 37. And he's starting to look his age, but maybe he's just been off all year and he's just getting the rust off of him. I don't know, but he's old. He's old for a running back, okay? And he should not, I don't know. But he's going to take away targets from Adrian Peterson with Derrick Henry being out over the long haul. And I think this is one of those weeks where Foreman gets some touches here. So against a Houston team that is obviously looking towards the future. And as always, I think A.J. Dillon has been on my sleeper candidate list since week 1 of football. Aaron Jones out. A.J. Dillon against Minnesota. The Vikings, I don't believe in them at all, and their defense at all. A.J. Dillon is a serviceable running back. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He's great out of the backfield. He knows the offense. He takes 30% of the targets from Aaron Jones anyway, and even when Aaron Jones is healthy, probably 25%, 30%. It's not really a true split backfield, but they can make that work. So that being said, I'm going to jump on over to the chat here. Say hi to some people. Anyone on the Browns, start them versus the Lions. Show over. Thank me later. Yeah, well, there's that. Rickett says, you are one busy guy. Appreciate all the hard work. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like button, share button, ring the bell for notifications. Tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell your mail lady. You know the rules. What up, Lenny? I hit the like, trying to get an idea for player props. Yeah, fantasy football does correlate with the player props. So I'm not mad at it. That's a good angle. Alvin Kamara probably over on the rushing yard situation. I don't know exactly what they are yet, but to get an idea, Darnell Mooney, I would take him over receiving or over targets, depending on where it's at. I really, really like the Darnell pick. I think Michael Gallup as well. You could get some good player props there. Maybe Justin Fields on a rushing prop. Mark Ingram and A.J. Dillon, I do like them all day, every day. But yeah. Rickett says, Earl Spurs, I agree with the Browns. Chubb. Chubb is all day, baby. He's my fantasy keeper running back. Him, and I just got Najee Harris. My backfield is legit. Actually, I got Najee Harris and Chubb in one league, and I got Najee Harris and Aaron Jones in another. Not AJ, Aaron Jones in another league. So I don't play around when it comes to my backfield. George Kittle or Wilson? San Francisco FB? What's FB? Football? George Kittle's a must start, I think, in every issue, I guess. Let me see what he's done this year, but pull up his stats real quick. I don't have George. I'm on a Kyle Pitts kick. George has had two. Okay, so no points. It's when he was out. I mean, last two games he's played, he's had 17 points against Arizona, 13.5 against the Rams. At Jacksonville, he's projected 13.5. I could totally see him getting 50, 60 and a touchdown easily. Najee Harris, anytime touchdown is. Here's the thing, Najee Harris and me, we had a moment last weekend. I was so pissed. When they played the Lions, he went off in the first half, had almost 100 yards rushing, and then coach decided, hey, we're not going to give you the ball no more. Okay, and then it stopped. And he didn't get no touchdown. I don't understand why they don't give him the ball in goal line situations or inside the red zone. They just don't. The problem is he's had 4 touchdowns all year running the ball. Okay, 4. I don't know how is Najee Harris have 4 touchdowns. Rushing yards, though, I mean, he's a beast. He should have more touchdowns. Against Chargers, though, who they are defensive minded, Najee Harris is the only player prop I like from Pittsburgh, but I don't hate that, Wilhelmina. Tim Merrill, how we doing? Good morning, good afternoon, goodbye. I'm out of here, folks. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here on my time. I appreciate all of you stopping by, giving me a thumbs up, giving me a like, all that good stuff. I got to go put up some more Christmas lights. This is the inside of the house. Wait till you see the outside. All right. I am the Clark Griswold of Las Vegas, Nevada, as they say. I'm going to be here next Saturday, though, with some more Stardom Situm sleeper type situations for week 12. Good luck on every college football bet you got going on today. All that stuff. Good luck on your fantasy teams tomorrow. Unless you're against me. You know the rules. Take care, everybody. Good luck, and I'm out of here.